Hello, my name is Luke Lau, Subject Coordinator for ACM 2003 Interactive Programming at Victoria University. In this video tutorial, we're going to actually control the timeline of a movie clip. Now, as you know, the main timeline in Flash is separate and runs totally independent of timelines inside movie clips. Now, what we're going to do is have a button on the main timeline, and that button is going to control the timeline inside the movie clip. Now, this is an example of this. We can see here in this movie clip, we have 3 frames, which is totally separate from the timeline in the main scene. And what we're going to do is we can control what frame is displayed. Okay, great. So we're going to do that in our example 3 file. So to do this, what we've got to cover is instance names for movie clips, instance names for buttons, action script, and some basic things that we've covered already. But they're the main things. Okay, so the very first thing we're going to do is open up exercise 3 example file from the bulletin board. Now once you've opened that up, what I'd like you to do is to open up, create 2 extra frames. I'm going to call one actions, call one buttons, and call the other one bodies. Okay, what I'd like you to do is on the buttons layer, highlight the buttons layer, open the library, and then drag in all 3 buttons onto the stage. Whoops. And what I'm also going to do is then open up the align window, and I'm going to align all of these objects so that they're sharing the same right line. Okay, so they're all perfectly aligned. Then I can actually distribute the widths a little bit, so they kind of look like they're roughly spaced evenly. Okay, so once I've got that done, what I'm going to do is opening up the properties window, I'm going to give each one of these buttons an instance name so the action script can talk to it. So I'm going to call this pull guy body btn. I'm going to call this guy happy guy body btn. I'm going to call this smoking guy body btn. Okay, so each one of these have instance names, and the instance name allows ActionScript to talk to the actual button and interact with it. Okay, since we've done that, what we need to do now is to put, we'll just put a stop for now anyway. On the actions layer. Now in the bodies layer, what I'd like you to do is to highlight the actual layer and then say insert, new symbol. Let's call this bodies MC. So it's going to contain all of the bodies. And what I'd like you to do is then create 2 extra layers. Call one frames, call one actions, call the other one bodies. Once you've done that, I'd like you to add 3 keyframes to each layer. So it looks like that. So everyone has got 3 keyframes, so there's 9 in total. what I'd like you to do is put a stop on every single frame. You can just copy and paste them across. That might save a little bit of time for you. Okay, now the next thing I'd like you to do is to name each one of these frames. So the properties window, we're going to call this one frame body pull. So we're going to put the pull guy's body on the first frame. Then we're going to put the frame happy body. Let's call this frame happy body. Yep, that's fine. And then we put on the last frame frame body smoke. Okay, so we've got frame body pull, frame happy body, and frame body smoke. Okay, now on the bodies we just drag in, open up the library again, and then we drag in the happy guys. Sorry, let's pull Q body first, and let's put the little legs, put the in between the person's legs where the cross is. Move over to the next frame. This is the happy guy, so we just put the happy IMC frames over there. Over to the next one. And then we put the smoking guy's MC over there. And then we just scroll across. Yep. So we've got our 3 movie clips. Okay. Now what we need to do is just click on bodies and drag over bodies MC into the stage. Now let's just call this bodies MC. So now the instance name, our main movie clip has an instance name called bodies MC. Each one of these buttons have an instance name, which ActionScript can then refer to. Inside our main body, we've got individual frames that have got names. So now we've got everything set up so ActionScript can start talking to things and refer to frames. Okay, now the actual code that I've actually written up, I've put up on the bulletin board. You're not going to have to write this up from scratch. And just to cheat a little, I'm just going to open up something I prepared a little bit earlier. I'm actually going to change that main body to body MC, not bodies MC. Now everything should work. After I've copied and pasted that code in from the bulletin board onto our stage. Okay, so now that's working, but a happy guy isn't. Now let's find out why. And it's good that I've actually made this mistake, because this is going to be a common error that you're going to be facing throughout your project. So the way to actually debug this and to actually figure out how to solve this is to happy guy button, happy guy body button. It could be the name for that. So let's just check that out. So let's click on. Nope, that seems to be fine. So is it frame body happy? So let's go inside there. Let's look at the name of the frame. The name of the frame is see, frame happy body, where it should be frame body happy. Now everything should work. Okay, that changes, and the happy guy works. So now we have an instance of your project working. sorry, an instance of one section for your body for your main project working. Okay, so once you've done this, please email it to your tutor, and I'll see you in the next video tutorial. If you have any questions, please speak to your tutor, post it up on the bulletin board, and one of your peers or myself will actually answer that, and I'll see you in the next week's video tutorials. Thank you very much.